Today is all about scallion, guys. Welcome to the channel. My name is Marie, and this is my container garden. All right, so quite a few of you have been asking how I get my scallions to look so nice and fat, and I'm going to share with you guys. It's so simple. After today, all of you should be able to grow a pot or even a big garden of scallions for you to use on your meals on a daily basis, because I know most of you, like myself, use, as long as we're cooking, we're going to be using some peppers, some onions, some scallion. We call it scallion. Some of you might know it as green onions. I'm not even sure if it's the same thing as spring onions. They look the same to me though. I have planted spring onions from seed. I've not seen anything growing. Green onions, bunching onions. Guys, let me know in the comment if all of them are the same as scallions. I'm going to show you exactly how I plant these, and no, not all of them. I'll go through them individually because I don't think it's the same circumstance with all of them. All right, so let me show you how I prepare the soil first, and then how I prepare the scallion for planting. All right, so in here, regular pot, regular topsoil that I have in here, guys, and I'm going to just add some fresh composted rabbit manure in here. And you could plant it in regular compost. If you have a compost pile and you don't have animal manure, you can just plant them in the composted soil. They really don't require a lot of fertilizer. Well, in my garden and with the soil I use, I don't put a lot of, well, there is no fertilizer added. Those that you see growing in the garden, absolutely no fertilizer added. After I, what you call this, amend the soil before planting. And in here and on another stand right here, I have scallions growing with the cabbages. I'll just show you um the individual stands and show you how those are doing so well, guys. No fertilizer. This one over here, just take a look, guys. I placed these in there in these containers 3 days ago. Just harvested some, used the tops, and then I planted the little bottoms in these cabbage containers, just to sort of manage the pest, as I said. And that's the growth on them already. 3 days, I believe it was exactly 3 days ago that I planted those, and they're coming up already. That's just after a couple of days planted in those containers. So they don't require a lot. And on this stand right here, it's like a week or so. And look how well they're doing already. Just over a week, these were planted. And look at the growth on this already. And then this one stalk will split into 4 or 5 stalks as they grow, and just continue to produce over and over and over again. They are not 2 weeks yet. All right, this is a perfect example. See, that stalk is starting to split, and then these two will split in 2 and just multiply and create a huge bunch that you see growing in the pots. So that one already split into 3, and some will get fat like this one. This was planted from a really tiny little stalk, and some will get fat, some will stay skinny. I'm not sure if it's the soil or I'm not sure. So I just plant a lot of it, and so I have scallions growing all over the garden in succession. All right, guys, let's get some transplants. Guys are not even looking at this broccoli. No care at all. I'm not giving it. I'm going to take off the leaves and give it to the rabbit and plant my cabbage in my container. I am so disappointed. All right. I'm going to get some of the scallions from down here where the skinnier ones are. I'm going to show you the update to show you that even when you plant them very skinny, as long as you provide them with enough water, I have to be watching, Michael. As long as you provide them with enough water, they should fatten up. So I'm going to plant from the skinniest ones that I have in the garden and show you the results. Maybe a week or so from now. A susumba plant is doing so fantastic right here. So these are the worst looking scallions in the garden. Well, I have some down there as well that aren't looking so good compared to the beautiful ones I have growing up on the stands right here. Those are just looking fantastic. And these, even though they like water, they might be looking this way because they're shaded out. They love the sun too. Let me get some from here. I try to plant scallion close to almost all of the cabbages in the garden because I am not sure, but I do believe it contributes to less pest pressure on them. I still do have pest problem with the scallion even this close, but not as much as I had before. Not nearly as much pest that I used to deal with in the garden. There's a lovely thyme. I'm going to do a video on the thyme separately. I'm just trying to find some seeds for you guys. All right, so this is what the bunch look like so. And then I use the tops. All of these I use to cook, and then down here is what I replant. So I've never planted scallions from seed and got them to grow, let alone to look like these tiny ones. I've always planted them from what I use and left. So it's always kitchen scrap basically. It's no specific seed that I planted. I've never even seen scallion seeds being sold in Jamaica. It possibly is sold here, but I've never seen it. I've always just planted either the store-bought one or the ones that I grow in the garden. I use the tops and then I replant the bottoms. I use the tops, then replant the bottoms. Let me just take you and show you exactly why I do that. The onions, well, the onions are not looking bad. The white ones I've been having challenges with, but the red ones, they're just doing fantastic. I think I lost one of my onions. That one, the top has fallen over. Someone, hey, the tire? Really? Oh dear, guys, Steve helping me out with the watering. See him there? I lost one of the onions, baby. It rot. Not sure what happened, but then Look at the size of those ones. I'm going to wash them closely because I'm not sure what happened right there. And these I'm not going to waste. I'm going to take them inside so I can have them to use. I basically just leave about 1.5 to 2 inches, the root sections. And as I said, guys, scallions, they love a lot of sunlight. So ensure that where you're planting them, they get full sun all day, or they probably won't do well. They like a lot of water, but the soil must be well drained also, because they will rot. And I have a feeling with the onion I just showed you, I just have a feeling that that one was overwatered and the soil wasn't properly drained, because for those containers I place very little drain holes in them, because during the days it is so incredibly hot here, so the soil dries out easily. And you see how small those are, skinny. Just remove them. For some of them that are extra skinny, you can allow 2 to stay on one. You just separate the cluster. Try not to damage the roots too much. Just separate them like so. Just like that. And in terms of feeding them, guys, so far I have not fed these, and these aren't as a result of lack of nutrients, as the inner leaves are very, very green. It's just that I'm not harvesting them fast enough, so these ones are ripening. I need to harvest some more leaves, because I just take them by the leaves, guys. I don't pull them up like this unless I plan on replanting. So I'll just come back and get those. Let's go and plant these ones out. All right, this is our soil that we just prepared. And guys, this is just how I do it. You can choose to do it whichever way you prefer. My gardening is not done according to textbook, guys. I try, I fail, I try again, I try new things. And if it works, I continue. If it don't work, I try something else. There are ways to plant everything in a textbook, but it doesn't always work for me. So I'm not telling you how to do it. I'm just showing you how I do it, and you can feel free to give this way a try, or plant it the way you see fit. Right, guys? All right, and then I just plant it basically about 1/2 inch deep. As I said, there might be a textbook way to do this, but I'm just doing it the way how it works for me. And these can be planted close together. They're bunching alliums, so it doesn't matter how close they're planted, they will still grow. And these grow super fast, guys. Really, really fast. By later on today, these will start. You'll see little growth on them before the day ends. They produce like crazy. One of my favorite things to plant is scallion. If you fail at planting scallion, guys, so it's not you that something is wrong with. Something is wrong with your soil, or it just doesn't. It's not that you are a bad gardener. It's something is wrong. If you fail at plant, something is wrong where you're planting it, because this is so easy to grow, especially if planted like this. I have failed at this, that planting bunching onion seeds, all of those seeds, but never failed at planting them like this. And as you see, in the garden. They're doing beautifully, and they were planted just like this. For these ones, I got them from my neighbor. And if you've not seen that video, the first Inspiration Wednesdays that was posted, I planted those on there. That was what, 19 weeks ago or 20 weeks ago, and I've been harvesting from those ever since I planted them. Every day I use scallion, every single day, unless it's a day when I'm not at home and I don't cook. Otherwise, I'm using scallions. So, guys, you can do this too. All right, and give it a shot and let me know in the comments. Let me know in future videos when you leave your comment. Let me know how your scallion went once you planted them like this, or even by other methods. Let me know. So I told you in previous videos that it was really simple how I plant these scallions. You didn't believe me, right? It is as easy as that. That's all I do, guys. And then just keep them watered. I water these every day. And at the end of the day, these ones are so fat. They're so fat in there, you'd never believe that I harvest from these every day. And all I do is I just pick them like that. And that's what I use, and they keep growing back and growing back. And when they get really tall, I cut that plant, take that plant out, use the top, replant the bottom. And so I have endless supply of scallion all year round in the garden. I can't recall the last time I purchased scallion. Maybe the last time I did was to plant the ones I show you, the tiny ones that I just transplanted from. That was the last time I purchased scallion, and that was a very long time ago. I keep harvesting like this from the garden each day for as long as I can remember. Once you get them going, you never have to purchase scallion ever again. I'm just checking for worms because I saw something that looked like a drop-in, but I don't think it is. And as I said, I like to plant them close to my cabbages because aphids used to wreak havoc on the cabbage, and they're not doing so anymore, and I credit the scallions for it. And I think other alliums will work too: chives, garlic chives, onions, garlic, those sort of thing. I have the thyme growing in here as well. I don't know if it repels anything, but herbs are good whether they repel insect or not. So I like to have herbs all throughout the garden. So yes, that is it. That is how I keep growing scallion to provide seasoning. We call it seasoning here in Jamaica, guys. These things we call them we season up the pot. Yeah, so that's how I keep it going. So give it a shot. If you tried already and it didn't work, try again. Put the container in a different location. If you're not planting in containers, put the scallion themselves in a different location and see how it goes. Keep them watered, mulch them, whatever you need to do to keep them going, because it's good to have, don't it, guys? It's very good to have. Guys, we're going to run for today. Guys, who is that? Can you see him? Baby, wave eye. He's watering for me. But I got to go now because I have to take little man to school. You're going to be seeing this on a Saturday, but I'm filming this on Friday. So we have to take him to school. So we're going to run. I hope this video helped someone. Let me know if it helped you guys. I need to know. Let me know in the comments. And the thyme video, that one will be coming up soon. As I said earlier, I'm just trying to find seeds. The seed company that Steve buys seed from, that Louis Scotch, they were the company I got it from the last time. I'm not seeing any. Sometimes you can't get thyme seed. So as soon as I get those seeds, I'll show you exactly how I grow the thyme. It's a long time since I planted thyme, guys. So I'm just waiting patiently on those seeds. All right. So thank you guys for the support. Thank you for joining me for this video. And thank you for supporting my other videos. My members, thank you so much for joining our membership and offering your support to Farming on the Rocks. We appreciate you guys. For those of you who have been watching, liking, and leaving your comments, please continue to do so. And for those of you who share, I appreciate you so, so much. Continue to share the videos. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Take care now. Bye-bye. Maybe this one spoil. You see it? Right there, so?